What's up guys, it's JGMan179 and I'm here to bring you another review from Day Late Game Reviews. There were a couple big releases this week, but we'll be focusing on Splinter Cell Blacklist. Ubisoft is back with another installment in their popular action stealth franchise, and I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty damn good. You take the role of Sam Fisher as he heads a new team called Fourth Echelon. How creative. Sam Fisher must stop terrorists from enacting a series of attacks called the Blacklist before it's too late. To help him, he has some new gadgets, some new teammates, and some new techniques. Many popular mechanics from previous games, like the Mark and Execute, return to pick up the pace of this game. The popular multiplayer mode Spies vs. Mercs returns, beefing up the content the game has, as well as adding a fun and addicting new aspect to the game. There's also 4th Echelon missions now that must be completed, which act as side quests that can be completed in either single player or co-op. So now that we know what this game is about, let's get to the reviewing part. So let's start off, like always, with the good. And there's a lot of it in this game. At the game's core is stealth, and there are many gadgets that help you both stay quiet and clean up if you got caught. This game gives you many different options on how to get through a certain area or take down a specific enemy. It adds depth and variety to what would have become repetitive gameplay. You can use things like noisemakers, smoke grenades, or just shooting them in the head to get through the level and kill off some enemies. The game can be played however you like, with specified options for both. There's Assault if you want to disregard stealth altogether and just run and gun. There's Panther if you want to play stealthy and take out enemies. And finally there's Ghost if you want to be undetected and kill no one. The game offers such a wide variety of how to get through these levels. The multiplayer aspect of Spies vs. Mercs is fun and addicting, and is a surprisingly well executed multiplayer aspect for this game. I haven't played too much, but when I did, it was definitely enjoyable. Mark and Execute returns from Splinter Cell Conviction and is fine-tuned just right. This allows you to move through areas quickly without stopping, which is also helped by new moving takedowns. The graphics and sound also fit right in, as well as some surprisingly good voice acting. There's a lot to Splinter Cell Blacklist, and it's all incredibly fun and enjoyable. But now, sadly, we have to move on to the bad. One thing I found about this game is that it's hard. Even playing on normal difficulty, the game takes some getting used to. On the very beginning mission alone, I died 5 times, trying to figure out what the hell to do. I don't know if it was just the game's difficulty or me just being an idiot, but whatever. It can be unforgiving at times, but that's just the challenge that comes with the game. Taking your time, staying in cover, and using your gadgets are all required if you don't want to get shot to pieces like I did. The only other problem with this game is that all the features of the game must be accessed from within the single player story. Much like Grand Theft Auto 4, you must enter single player, then choose the option for Spies vs. Mercs or for the 4th Echelon missions. This isn't a huge deal, but more of a small inconvenience when trying to navigate to what you want. And there's not much else wrong with this game, and seeing how the only problems are minor inconveniences or stem from my playing skills, I'd say Splinter Cell Blacklist is doing okay. So let's move on to the achievements. There aren't too many interesting ones, but there are a few. Most of the achievements are story related, or relate to finishing certain missions, unlocking gadgets, and collection, with quite a few others relating to Spies vs. Mercs in multiplayer. The few other achievements offer a unique twist on the game, like completing a level undetected, or completing the entire game without killing anyone. Otherwise, the achievement list isn't too bad, with the only real FU achievement being to win a game in all Spies vs. Mercs mode, which isn't terribly bad. So, for my reviews, I don't go by the traditional 1 to 10 scale when rating games, because I'm just that cool. It's a simple 3-part rating system: a play, which means the game is fun and enjoyable, and I believe a lot of people would have fun playing it. A meh, meaning the game is okay, but there are quite a few flaws that would be a deal breaker for some people. And finally, a do not play, meaning this game, it's a pile of turd, it's broken, and nobody should play it. For Splinter Cell Blacklist, I'd give this game a definite play. It's fun, challenging, and offers so many different ways to play the game. Some call this a modern version of Assassin's Creed, one of Ubisoft's other big franchises, but honestly, it's almost better. Gameplay is quick-paced even if you play stealthily, and the game offers more resources if you do mess up and get spotted. Don't let the difficulty turn you away, because after you get used to the game, it's incredibly fun to play. The reintroduction of Spies vs. Mercs, as well as the addition of 4th Echelon missions, means there's even more things to accomplish in this amazing title. So, that's all I've got for you. The next few weeks have some big releases coming, so make sure you watch right here for some more reviews and stuff. Go over and check out some of my achievement guides over on my personal channel, AHJGman179, and make sure you party. Make sure you party like it's 2013 or whatever.